So we have Jim asking, or saying, I saw some younger dudes on St. Patrick's Day with their pleats in the front. Is it worth trying to correct them when they're probably going to wear it one day out of the year? Or is it better just to set a good example by looking sharp and proper in your own kilt?
I'm gonna defer to Ian and you first. I want to hear your guys. I know what I would say. I've said it before. I want to hear what Ian has to say on this. Someone's wearing a kilt backwards. St. Patrick's Day. Probably drunk, possibly not. What do you do?
Okay, so if we're talking St. Patrick's Day, I am probably at home on my couch, and I'm
You're
not
out
witnessing this.
In this hypothetical scenario, you're
Yeah,
out
yeah.
in public, partying like a rock star.
That's a good question. I mean, I'm not a very outgoing person, so if they're not part of my immediate group, I probably wouldn't end up saying something. But if an opportunity arose, I would, try to politely pull them aside and, not call them out in front of everybody. That's a big part of this here. You don't want to make them feel stupid for wearing it wrong, but if you can, on the hush, be like, hey, I'm a pro. I've been doing this for years. You might want to turn your kilt around, bud. Look how I'm wearing it.
Did you notice that everyone else has the pleats in the back?
Notice how I look so much better than you.
Mr. Mack, how would you handle it?
I'm not going to go run across the bar to say it, but if we're in
Would you wing a bottle then?
We could.
Okay, fair.
Depends on what the bottle is.
Bowmore 15. I may need some more scotch soon. And cheese. I have cheese, you don't.
Lucas has a stash. We could take him. He'd never know.
It's true.
Yeah.
This clip is going to make no sense now. I'm talking about cheese.
No, I'm not going to. If we're walking past each other or if we're near, I might say, hey, just as an FYI, you might want to turn around. It's supposed to be worn this way. Also, kind of judging their character. If they're sloppy drunk, have at it there, buddy. You got it.
Yeah. It depends. I would say this. It depends on a few things. One, if it's St. Patrick's Day specifically, if they are highly intoxicated or making an utter ass of themselves in general, nah, not worried about it. Do you, pal. If they are reasonably intoxicated, that it sounds like they could actually hold a coherent conversation. My typical thing is this. I would wait for an opportunity, or I would take them to the side or kind of, whisper in. I wouldn't do it in front of their buddies. I wouldn't scream it across the bar, hey, jerk! I would be like, hey, dude, you look awesome in your kilt. It's awesome that you're wearing your kilt today. I'd love it. The one thing you might not know, typically the pleats are worn in the back. See, that's how I'm wearing it. That guy over there, he has his pleats in the back. That's usually how it's worn, just so you know. But otherwise, awesome job, dude. Give him a little, the Oreo sandwich. Mm-hmm. Give him, positive with the critique in the middle, and then another little bit of positive to kind of soften the blow a little bit. But ultimately, it's to me, it goes back to the good ambassador thing. It's not in kilt wearing. If there's one rule that everybody, for the most part, follows, it's pleats in the back, period. So if that's the one rule that they're breaking and they don't look like they know what they're doing, I'll kind of, bring them in a little bit and explain it to them. But I'll do it to the side, and I'll do it in a mentor kind of way, not in a know-it-all. I've been wearing kilts for 15 years. I'm a pro way. I'm just digging at you. No, but it's one of those, like, just so you know. But you don't make a big deal of it. You just kind of say it almost in passing, and you just kind of nudge at them a little bit, and you're trying to help them. You want them to look good, because ultimately they are wearing a kilt. They are representing kilt wearing to the world, so you want them to look good, because that reflects on you and how you're wearing it to the world and how we're all wearing it.
Yeah, festival is usually an easier scenario.
Yeah, festival. Not some of the festivals we've been to.
No, but typically it's usually the more people are like, oh, I didn't know, I'm sorry. Like,
and it's easier when it's also easier to Ian's point about being a pro. It's easier when we are in the USA Kilts booth wearing a USA Kilts shirt with a tape measure on our neck to have that level of gravitas and to be able to say, look, just so you know, typically it's worn in the back. That's how we teach people to wear them, because that gives you the instant credibility versus if you're a random dude at a bar saying, just so you know, you wear it in the back. Although either is you're right, whether you're working for us, working for a kilt company, or just a random dude at a festival, typically that's how we would do it, is kind of, gently.
It's all that street cred.
Exactly. Street cred.